morning. I'm going to meet the defense ministers of the European Union, and I'm very much looking forward to the meeting because this is my first meeting as Secretary General of NATO with the defense ministers of the European Union. And the European Union is an essential and strong partner of NATO. We share the same values, we share many common members, and we also share common challenges to the east and to the south. We see that Russia is still destabilizing Ukraine. We see the movement of equipment, of tanks, of artillery, and also advanced air defense systems. And this is in violation of the ceasefire agreements. And we call on Russia to pull back its forces from eastern Ukraine and to respect the Minsk agreements. We all, both the European Union and NATO, strongly want a peaceful solution to the crisis in Ukraine. We also fully support Ukraine. NATO and the European Union are in full support of the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Ukraine. And we also very much commend the important work done by the OSCE, the Organization for Security in Europe. And we are staying in close contact, and especially in times like this, it is important to be coordinated, to work together, to stand together. And therefore I'm looking forward to the meeting with the defense ministers that provides me with the opportunity to discuss directly with them the challenges we are facing, especially related to Ukraine.
We have time for 3 questions. Reuters?
First of all, I welcome all commitments, and I very much welcome commitments and contributions of troops from Germany, because Germany has been such a strong and staunch supporter of the ISAF mission in Afghanistan for many years. And I met with the Germans in the north just a few days ago. And they are doing a very important job there. They are contributing to security, they are training, they are advising, and they are really making a difference. So I welcome new contributions from Germany. I feel very confident that we are able to launch the Resolute Support Mission in Afghanistan as planned the 1st of January. We are now finalizing the final contributions of troops, and I feel confident that I will be able to launch the mission the 1st of January as planned.
TV.
Hej, Jens Stoltenberg. Vad säger du om ubåtskränkningen av den svenska skärgården?
Do you want me to answer in Norwegian?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in English.
And then, okay. Ja. Det svenske, eller det ubåten som svensk forsvar mente å se i svensk skjærgård er et svensk anliggende og ikke et spørsmål som NATO har håndtert eller skal håndtere. Så jeg har full tillit til at svenske myndigheter, svensk forsvar håndterer det på en best mulig måte. So what I said in Norwegian was that this is an issue which is handled by the Swedish government and the Swedish defense. It's not the issue which has been handled by NATO, and it's not something which is the responsibility of NATO. So I very much trust the Swedes, the government of Sweden, and the armed forces of Sweden to manage that kind of issues.
The EU is discussing today the security of borders. Syria, the security of borders,
Yeah.
EU borders.
Yeah.
Syria and Iraq and the EU also is complaining about the lack of security on NATO borders, namely Turkey, concerning the foreign fighters and etc. What is this? And the second thing, there is reports that ISIS is sending fighters using the flows of migrants you have information about this?
So foreign fighters is a great security problem, and that's also the reason why NATO has decided to work even closer among allies, to exchange information, to do what we can to prevent and to reduce the risks connected to returning of foreign fighters to our countries. In addition, of course, to what we do as a military alliance, exchanging information and intelligence, there's also a cooperation going on between different allies, both within NATO but also in the European Union when it comes to cooperation between police authorities. That is not something which is organized by NATO, but of course it takes place among different allies, NATO allies, and among different members of the European Union, and I welcome that. When it comes to the security of borders, the main responsibility of NATO is to protect and defend all allies against any threat. And that's the reason why we are so clear when it comes to collective security, that it's one for all and all for one. And that's also the reason why NATO has deployed Patriot missile defense systems in Turkey to enhance their capacity to defend them against any attack or threat against Turkey.
Do
you still believe that there can be a solution on Ukraine together with Russia? And what can NATO do to resolve the situation?
The European Union and NATO very much want a peaceful negotiated solution to the crisis in Ukraine. The crises are caused by actions taken by Russia. Russia has a choice. Russia can either be part of a peaceful negotiated solution, or Russia can continue on the path of isolation. The international community call on Russia to be part of a negotiated peaceful solution to the crisis in Ukraine. And we call on Russia to pull back its forces, to respect the Minsk agreement, and to stop fueling the conflict in Ukraine by supporting the separatists. We will do what we can, and I also very much welcome the efforts of the European Union and also Chancellor Angela Merkel to try to make a peaceful negotiated solution possible in Ukraine, because that's important for Ukraine, but it's also important for all of us.
I have a question regarding Ebola. What is NATO's role in the fight against Ebola?
So we have been asked by the UN to urge our allies, our member states, to contribute to the fight against Ebola. And we have done so, and many NATO allies are already doing a lot in fighting Ebola with different kinds of resources. Many of them are also contributing to fighting Ebola with military resources, and I very much welcome that several NATO allies are giving substantial contributions to the fight against also with military resources. Then we are in close contact with the UN. We have staff-to-staff talks considering when and if and what kind of additional support we might provide if so requested.
Thank you very much.
At least it is a military build-up, and the picture we have confirms the picture which is also provided by other sources, by open sources, by independent reporters, by the OSCE. They are also providing information about the military build-up, both inside Ukraine, but we also see a military build-up on the Russian side of the border. And we speak about troops, we speak about equipment, and we speak also about artillery and very modern air defense system. So this is a serious military build-up, and we call on Russia to pull back its contribute to a peaceful agreement. Thank you
very much.